Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where we make programming fun and practical. In today's video, we are going to build a password generator in Python. Whether you want to level up your Python skills, this project is perfect for you. So let's dive in and generate some secured password. What I have done here is that I have launched my Visual Studio Code. Then I have created a new Python file in which I called main.py. So you can use Sublime Text or PyCharm to follow along in this project. So for us to generate this secured password, we need to import some Python module. I'm going to say import random, then I'm going to import string. So these are the two modules that we're going to use to generate our secured password. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to define my function. I'm going to say def. This is how we can define a function in Python by using this def keyword, then followed by the name of my function. I'm going to name it generate password. Then inside this function, I'm going to have a parameter. I'm going to name it length, which will be the length of our password, whether we want to have a length of 5, 6, 7 for our password. So this is what that is going to determine the length of our password. Hopefully that makes sense. Then moving on, inside this function, I'm going to have a variable name called letters is equals to string dot ASCII letter. What I am doing here is that I want to get all of my lowercase and uppercase letter. Then I am storing it inside this my letters variable. And the next thing I'm going to do is to get all of my digits. I'm going to say digits is equals to string dot digits. Again, what I am doing here is that I am getting all of my digits by using this string module that we have imported here. I hope you are getting my point. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to have our special symbol. I'm going to say special character is equals to string dot punctuation. So what I am doing here is that I am getting all of my special symbol by using this string module. Then I'm going to combine them together. I'm going to say characters is equals to letters plus digits, then plus special. Then I'm going to print it out for us to see. I'm going to say print characters. Now to run this on Python file, I'm going to use the name of this function. I'm going to call out this function by simply saying generate password. Then I'm going to pass in my argument, which is the length of my password. Let me just pass 6 here, just for an example. Then let me run my file. Good, we have all of our lowercase and uppercase alphabets here. Then also we have all of our digits. Then also we have all of our special symbol. So essentially what we are doing here is that we are combining all of our letters plus digits and special symbol that we're going to be selecting our random password from. Hopefully that makes sense. Then the next thing I'm going to do next is to set up a for loop based on this length that we are going to be generating the password for. I can have a variable name here. I can say password is equals to an empty string here. Then I'm going to say for underscore in the range of my length. Then I'm going to have a variable name called new char is equals to random dot choice from my characters. Then I'm going to say password plus is equals to new char. Let me explain what I have actually done here. I am using the for loop to go into the range of the length of my password. If the length is 567, so it is going to go based on the length that we have specified here. Then I am generating a new random character by using this random module dot choice. So I am picking a random character from all of our characters here. So that is essentially what I am doing here. Hopefully that makes sense. Then I am adding it to this our password variable. In fact, let me run this my file for us to see. Here I can say return password. So let me run this my file. Here I can simply say my password is equals to generate password, which is the name of my function. Then I'm going to say print password. So let me pass 6 here as our length. Good, we have all of our password here, which is of 6 length or 6 characters. So hopefully that makes sense. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to ask the user how many lengths of password that they want to generate. Then I'm going to use that by simply saying I can simply create a new function for that. I can say def of main. So this main function is going to undo all of our logic of the program. Then inside this function, I'm going to say print welcome to our password generator. Then what I'm going to do next is to set up a while loop, which is going to collect the user input based on the length. I'm going to say while true, then I can say the password length is equals to input enter the password length. Then I'm going to check if the password length they are giving us is an integer value. Then I'm going to say if the password length dot is digits, then I'm going to convert it to an integer type. I'm going to say password length is equals to integer of my password length. Then I'm going to break out of this while loop. Else, I'm going to say invalid number. Try again. I'm going to explain what I've actually done here. What I am doing here is that we we have to get the number of the lengths from the user. Then I am checking if the password length is a digit type. This is actually a method that we can use to determine if the user is giving us the right digits, I mean the right number that we are asking from. If it is a number, then we are converting it to an integer type. Else, we are telling them that it is an invalid number, they should try again. That is what I am actually doing here. Then lastly, I can say my password is equals to generate password. Then I'm going to pass in the password length here. Then I'm going to say print, um, I'm going to say print here is the, okay, here is your password. comma password like that. So essentially, okay, let me fix this my spelling password. Then here I'm going to fix it password. Then lastly, we are going to call our main function. Let me give you a recap of what we have actually done here. This main function is handle the handle the logic of all of our password generator. We are displaying some message to the user that welcome to our password generator. Then we set up a while loop, which is going to ask the user the password length of what they actually need. Then we are checking if the password is an integer type. Then if it is, we are converting it to an integer type here. Then we are breaking out of this while loop to ensure that they have actually given us the the right integer type that we are asking them. Else, we are going to say invalid number. Then lastly, we are generating our secured password here. So let me run my file for us to see the output. Good, we have welcome to our password generator. Enter the password length. Let me enter 7. Good, we have here is your password. So we have actually generated our password. Let me run it again for us to see. Good, welcome to our password generator. Enter the password length. Let me enter 10. Good, we have here is your password. So this is actually the password that the program has generated for us. Let me run it again. Then I'm going to type in a non-integer number. Let me enter hello here. So we're going to have an feedback. Good, we have invalid number. Try again. Let me enter game, which is not a number. We have invalid number. So this is actually what I am simulating here, that if the user is not giving us the right integer number, we're going to give them the feedback that they should actually enter the right number here. So that is what we're actually doing here. Then it is when until I entered an integer type number, that is when we're going to have our correct password. Let me enter 6 here. Good, we have here is your password. Hopefully that makes sense. So if anyone has question about what we have covered here, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Then I'm going to do my best to answer them all. Then also, if you found this video helpful, please make sure you give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, and bye for now.